Hello all, and welcome to the first ever live episode of One Tiger Nation News. Welcome back. To start this off, we'd like to give a special thanks to Mrs. Petty and Mr. Tatum for giving us a little bit more equipment to start off our first fully live episode. And now, to start it off, here's some March Madness.
Hi, I'm Connor Summers. I'm here with Clara, and we're going to be going over March Madness. March Madness, the big tournament, starts tomorrow. We already got the first four through, so we're going to go through our brackets. We're going to go through our brackets, talk about who we think is going to win, and everything like that. So I'll start first. I'm not going to go through every round, but I do have North Carolina winning the national championship against Duke. Of course, I got Virginia coming out of the South, North Carolina out of the Midwest, Gonzaga coming out of the West. That's going to be a big one, and Duke is going to win the East. But Duke is overrated. Duke's not winning the championship. I got North Carolina. Okay?
Yeah, I agree, totally.
Yeah. And why don't you tell them about your bracket?
I put Duke, Gonzaga, Virginia, and North Carolina.
So who do you think's gonna win? Who do you think?
I totally did it myself, obviously.
Yeah.
Duke. That one.
So
yeah.
why don't you tell us about Duke and about their play this season? I mean, it's really been a great season, some star power. Why don't you tell us about that season of theirs so far?
Thank you so much, really.
Yeah?
Well, I like the way they touched the ball. That was really good.
That was really good this season.
Yeah.
You're right. That was pretty good.
They jump really high.
Okay.
That's important when you play basketball.
They're high jumpers on Duke.
We're talking about basketball, right?
Yes,
Just
basketball.
sure.
Sorry. Yep.
And the name sounded cool.
The name sounded cool. One team that I want you to pay attention to here, because you can see this bracket really well, is down here. We got somewhere over here. You just got to give me a second to Belmont. Yep, Belmont.
I'm sure you're all excited about that.
I'm really excited. Belmont made it into the tournament after playing the first four, and Belmont is my sleeper team. I think that they're one of these teams not many people are paying attention to. The way that they played last night, they really have a chance if they can come through Maryland. Mm-hmm. So what team do you think that maybe people aren't paying attention to that can win?
Baylor.
Baylor.
Yeah.
Why would you say Baylor? What do you like about their play?
The way their feet touch the ground.
The way some nice
That's
friction.
really important when you play basketball,
Really
guys.
important when you play basketball.
And now, some of our reporters want to ask you guys what you're going to do with your day off on Monday.
Okay, Trevor, what are you doing with your day off of school Monday?
I didn't know there was a day of school Monday, but I'll probably just, go to my aunt's house.
What are you going to be doing with your day off Monday?
Probably hanging out with you.
Earth Day. Let's go. So, JJ, what are you going to be doing with your day off Monday?
Probably hang out, watch videos, I guess.
Monday's date.
The first?
It's the first.
Of April.
Alright, hold on a second. Alright.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
So what are you going to be doing with your day off of school Monday?
Probably sleep until I have a softball game.
So Ryan, what are you going to be doing with your day off school Monday for President's Day?
I really don't know. Probably sleeping, man.
Sleeping. That's what we do on President's Day next Monday, April 1st.
Boy, those students sure are excited about the holiday on Monday. And you know what that holiday is? April Fools. I'll see all of you Monday. And now, here's an advertisement for FBLA's sale of Wednesday meats and suckers.
All right, sucker and meat review.
Which was the best one?
Strawberries, the best sucker, and pepperonis, the best meat stick.
Okay. All right. So, how am I gonna get this open with your fingers?
Right. Spike the wrapper.
Tastes plaid candy.
Delicious.
The acquired taste. Gives me a big cut representing this.
God, sad.
Alright.
Scale of 1 to 10.
6.
No.
Sad.
You're only supposed to say good stuff.
Good stuff.
Thanks, guys. And remember to support your FBLA by purchasing both suckers and meat. And now, to meet our next sucker, here's the news with Noe.
Hello, OTNN News. I'm Noe Cervantes with your weekly news. So, on Monday, April 1st, Monocles will be having their Wall Dog fundraiser. Customers should be sure to present their forms before they pay for their meal. And Vac Club is still selling t-shirts for $15. If you're interested, go see Mr. Iden. On Tuesday the 2nd, WSIU and SIU School of Medicine will be hosting a documentary and presentation. The film is The Providers, a documentary about rural physicians trying to care for their patients amongst a physician shortage. On Wednesday the 3rd, Olney Chamber of Commerce is hosting a job recruitment from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And a representative from U of I of Springfield will be here during 5th block. If you'd like to meet them, please sign up on Skyward. As well as, there's a brief CEO meeting during 5th block for the CEO class of 2020. It'll be in the district boardroom. On Thursday the 4th, we've got nothing planned. And on Friday the 5th, the Claremont and Bonpa Fish Fry is still going on at the Claremont Firehouse. It'll be from 4:30 to 7 p.m. On Saturday the 6th, the Calhoun Community Club will be having their breakfast fundraiser. It'll be from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., and adults are $7 and children 10 and under are $3. And the community Easter egg hunt at the Olney City Park is being held. There's going to be 8,000 eggs in total. One of the eggs will even have a ticket for a new bike, and it'll be from 1 to 3 p.m. And on Sunday, we're all clear. Back to you, Langston.
Thanks, Noe. And now that we're live, I can finally really tell you what I think about you. I don't like you. And now, here's an interview with Mrs. Allard about the job fair.
So, tell us about the job interview.
Okay, so the idea of the job recruitment fair is simply to bring businesses in the place where the students are. So the idea is we'll get the applications and that kind of thing filled out ahead of time if that's what the employer wants, and then the April 12th is the actual interview day, so students and employers will be brought together here at the high school and they'll get their interviews, and hopefully some of those kids will get hired. So we have actually 9 businesses that are going to be involved. Ginger Ales, they would like you to fill out a job application by April 9th, and if you return that to me, I will make sure that Mrs. Hill gets that. Mash-Offs, they have a couple of positions available, so they have like an animal caregiver position and team leader positions. That employer is asking that students prepare a resume, and also on that day, they'll have you complete a job application during your interview time. So that's what they're requiring. Gallagher Construction, the reason you need to be 16 for that one is they need to be able to drive to the construction sites. And what he's looking for is basically some people that have some construction skills. He said it is a physically demanding job. In terms of there's no paperwork that needs to be filled out prior for him. We have AM Transport will be here as well. And that one's geared more for juniors and seniors, and it's more of an internship kind of position. It is paid. I think it's $10 an hour. They have some specific things they're looking for. So in that form that I sent out, I would just, if you're interested in that, I would make sure you look over the details for that. That one you also need a resume turned in, and that has to be turned in by April 10th to me. The rest of them that are going to be here are going to pertain mainly to our seniors who are going to be graduating. And so we have the Olney Fire Department, and they're looking for a part-time on-call firefighter. Illinois Department of Corrections, and they're looking for correction officers. And then we have Community Alternatives, residential care that's going to be here, and they're looking for direct support professionals. With that one, again, there's nothing that needs to be filled out ahead of time, but they will have you complete some applications during the interview process. Staff Quick, and they are actually an employment agency, so businesses go to them when they're looking for certain employees. So they find employment opportunities in all different ranges. So there's various opportunities there. They do ask that the students that are going to interview with them have a resume ready. I got a call from Walmart Distribution Center. And so they also want to participate. So I will be sending forms out. So the interviews are going to take place on Friday, April 12th. The interview locations will be here at the high school, so students will not have to leave. They'll just be assigned a time. If you're interested in any of these positions, you need to make sure you check your email and fill out the appropriate forms. And those forms need to be filled out by April 5th. So that I have time then to schedule the interviews. You need to be checking your email the week of April 8th to find out what your interview time is.
Do you have any tips for anyone that is looking to do this?
Make sure you know what the requirements are of the job. And if you need help with those things, there are plenty of teachers in the building that will help. I would also make sure you research, make sure you go to their website and see what they're all about. So learn some information about the company before you go into your interview. Let them know what you can do for them, okay, in terms of making sure they understand that you're there. You want to do the best that you can for them and understand what they want. A few other things, I would say just make sure you dress appropriately. Obviously, if there's any questions you have, just, ask somebody and we will help you get ready.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mrs. Stallard. And if any of your students are interested, be sure to sign up. And now, to finish up our first ever live broadcast, here's the weather with Storm Weather Stever.
Hey, thanks everyone for joining us for our first live broadcast. I hope you're enjoying it so far. Let's take a look at what's on the weather right now. We've got a nice spring day picture. We could be seeing some trees start to bloom rather. If you haven't seen them already, spring will be making its grand appearance this week. So let's take a look at your weather headlines right now. We've got some weekend rain to deal with, and then we've got spring on the way for next week. So let's start out with your weekend rain showers. What we can see is that rain will start to move into the area by about 11 to midnight tonight, overrun the area through the entirety of the day on Saturday. Should clear out of here by about 6 or 7 o'clock Saturday evening. So if you have any late evening plans, you should be in the clear for that. Sunday, we go clear. It will be colder, though, for your day on Sunday. So let's take a look at some spring temperatures, what we can expect. What we've got right now, this is the Wednesday forecast map for high temperatures. And you can see we're looking at about the mid-60s on Wednesday. Thursday, we go a little bit more windy, so it knocks the temperature back just a couple degrees. You can see we're looking at about 60 to 62. And then Friday is when we get really encouraging. We will get some rain in here, but you can see we could flirt with 70 degrees for the day on Friday. So let's take a look at your forecast for tonight. What we can see, rather, is we've got rain likely for the overnight hours, low temperature of about 56 degrees, so it will be mild for tonight. Tomorrow we start out at 56 degrees. We'll go rain all day instead of cloudy, and temperatures will start to fall throughout the day. And by tomorrow night we'll go mostly clear, low of 27 degrees. And for your 7-day forecast, what we can see is that, again, Saturday we have rain likely all day, temperatures falling throughout the day. By Sunday we go all sunny with a high of 40 degrees. By Monday and Tuesday we go partly cloudy as temperatures begin to increase throughout the day. Wednesday, clouds move in throughout the end of the day, and we're shooting for 70 degrees for your daytime high on Friday with some rain. So now we'll toss back over to Langston.
Thanks, Ethan, and thanks to all you Tigers for watching. And I'll see you in the halls.